What's going on YouTube? Coach Marcus here with Separation Team Basketball. Today I want to talk about ball handling, but I want to give you guys certain ways to improve your ball handling. Being a great ball handler, there's different ways being able to manipulate the ball, how aggressive your pound is, your control. So I want to talk about one element to help improve your ball handling and give you guys a full series. Some of you don't want to miss. You're right, no man, let's get it. Today I want to talk about control. So right now, control is going to come from your fingertips. So I'm gonna give you guys some traditional drills to do, but also I wanna give you guys working on another dribble called a Jolt dribble. So first, let's just start with a traditional. One way to work on your control is gonna be getting low here and almost locking your elbow out about 85 to 90%. You wanna be able to stay in this stance about 15 to 25 seconds, getting low as you can, and keeping this fingertip dribble here. Notice how my elbow's almost all the way locked out, and I'm going right now all fingertips. Being able to stay at this low stance, small as I can, all with my fingers. Once I go for about 20 seconds now, I'm changing. Same thing with my left, being as low as I can. All fingertips, really right now I'm focusing on these three fingers. My ring, my middle, and my pointer finger right now, being as low as I can. Look at my stance, I'm sitting down, not bending my back, I'm bending my hips. That's gonna be your traditional way right there, working on your fingertips. Now, just gonna be a little bit of movement. So I want you to think 12 o'clock to about 3 o'clock. So still keeping those fingertips low, and I'm really going from 12 to 3, 12 to 3. Every time I come back up, that'll count as 1. You guys at home can do about 3 to 5. So once again, I have my fingertips, and I'm going all the way to 3, and I'm bringing it back to 12. Every time, staying low, keeping the ball as low as I can. 12 to 3 o'clock, 12 to 3 o'clock and back. Make sure you're working both sides. My stance is wide, my hips are down. Going here. Really locking in with it. Feeling that burn. Low as I can. This is all fingertips. This is gonna be my control. So once again, if you're trying to improve your ball handling, you have to work on different elements. Right now, we're talking about fingertips. Now I want to get into it. It's going to be our Jolt dribble. So we're going to have 2 regular pounds, and I want to get into a Jolt. So a Jolt is going to be here. Anytime I go 1, 2, my second dribble I want to meet, or I want to meet that third dribble, excuse me. So I'm 1, 2, and I'm meeting that ball as it goes low. So 1, 2, I'm here with my dribble. So you'll see a little double tap. Once again, these are going to be my fingertips. You can hear it. We've worked on these handles with our fingertips, starting with strength from my elbow and then going. If you listen real carefully, you can hear it. 1, 2, pop, pop real quick. You can hear that double tap. This is gonna be just our regular Jolt pound here. And then you wanna start to get more advanced with it. So now with our Jolt, I wanna work on being able to have a Jolt cross. So being able to have a pound, 1 to 2 dribbles, and then now I'm Jolt cross, but my fingertips now are gonna slightly push the ball to the opposite side. So now as I go, I'm more here. 1, 2, Jolt and cross. Jolt and cross. Once again, if you can hear it, trying to get that ball as quick as you can to that opposite side. If you feel one hand is stronger than the other, really focus on those fingertips on the weaker side, trying to get both hands as even as possible. So we have our pounds to Jolt, we have our Jolt cross. Next is gonna be that Jolt between the legs. Different ways we can start. Now my left foot is forward, I'm taking 2 pounds, 1, 2, and I wanna be able to Jolt the ball through. Right now, once I go through, I'm just going back. So I'm always back. Back. Get it? 1, 2. If you want to take the dribbles out, then we can go simply here and back. This way, of course, it's going to be a little harder. You got to work on being able to float the ball. As my body comes up, then I go up. Make sure you work both sides. Once again, jolting the ball as I go through. That was going to be your breakdown of going between the legs. Now, being able to actually move your feet, being able to have your dribble, pound, and now I'll Jolt as I go through. You always have 1 pound to get your hand back on the ball, to get that rhythm, but it's gonna be pound, between, and split your feet. Jolt, pound, one, every time. Staying with it. So not like your traditional between the legs. Now we're adding that jolt with our fingertips. Really tough. If you haven't done this before, you'll start to feel your fingertips burn. But remember, we're working on control right now, how I'm getting control with my handle. But once we work on our jolts, right, we have our pound jolt, crossover jolt, broken down the foundation of between the legs. Also at home, make sure you're working on that behind the back jolt. Now you want to be able to just combine the different handles together. Throwing in some traditional handle, but being able to jolt that ball as well, right? Just to strengthen those hands, strengthen those fingers. So now every time I'm gonna get into a regular cross, then my left hand is gonna get into a jolt cross. I'm going cross, 1, 2, cross, 1, 2 every time. Still working on the strength of that right hand cross, still being aggressive, but my left hand now is jolt crossing every time. As you can see, these aren't easy at all, especially when you're really pushing your handle. What I tell a lot of my players at home, when you're really working on your handle, especially when it's being broken down, you really want to have that be a focus. You really want to work on going hard, being aggressive with it, right? In the game, are you always going to be hard or going hard, being aggressive? No, of course not. But in the game, or in the training, you want to work on being able to go almost as hard as you can, so the game might be a little bit more easier. Also, we're not playing with pace either. So I want to build with this. We go right into our cross, jolt cross, pound, between the legs jolt. Then we get back. So my series now is cross, cross, jolt cross, pound, between. Cross, jolt cross, pound, then between. Cross, jolt cross, pound, and then between, all right? As you see, you're gonna mess up with that. It's also gonna work on your brain. Am I able to remember all these handles? Cross, jolt cross, pound, to a jolt between the legs. Cross, jolt cross, to a pound, to a jolt cross between the legs. So not only is it gonna play with your handles, as you saw, this stuff isn't easy. Really push yourself if you're trying to work on that fingertip strength. Examples can be splitting the screen, being able to get the ball from a high to a low, pushing the ball almost, or putting the ball to a place exactly where you want to put it. When I think about control with handle, I think about Jamal Crawford. Jamal Crawford's handle is just ridiculous. He can put the ball anywhere he wants. He can go from a low, he can go to a high, and he has fun with it, right? The creativity with Jamal is really what takes his game to another level, being able to do whatever he wants with the ball and still being able to get a shot or finish with it. So if you like today's video, make sure you like, subscribe, hit that bell notification so you can get each and every upload. We got a lot of videos coming out. Coach Marcus Hyde, as you already know, man, let's get it.